seen, aside from the jungle in Hawaii, I think. So, we're going to do a sewing room tour of Mom's Sewing Space today. I thought you guys would like to see that. And I also thought you'd like to see the giant fern, which is apparently, what, half the size it's supposed to be? Whatever. Okay, we're going to do this. Okay, here's Mom. Here she is in the first part of her massive sewing room. I'm going to do my best to keep this camera as steady as possible. So this, what would you call this table, Ma?
This is my cutting table.
Mm-hmm.
It's just basically a hodgepodge of a couple of pieces that my brother put together for me. And I'm just using it. It seems to be the right height for me.
What do you got under there? What's this?
My patterns that I'm not.
Your summer patterns?
Summer patterns. My, you know, all my patterns I kept in there except for the ones I'm using now.
Okay.
I have all my pattern weights and my rulers and my scissors.
Oh yeah, let me show them the pattern weights.
My pattern weights.
Because this was interesting.
These are basically just metal parts, nuts, and stuff from my husband's tool box that he doesn't use, washers, but my brother powder coated these for me so that they wouldn't. These, which Nicole thought were pretty interesting, these came from...
They're heavy.
Yes, they're pretty heavy. They're made out of glass, but they were inside of a headlight to a car that my husband had, and he could not repair, so he just took them apart. He found these. He said, hey, they're flat on this side, and he says, could you use that for a pattern weight? And I said yes, so I have 2 of those. So
that's
basically
pretty cool.
It's just nuts, and I have no idea what these parts are, but they're heavy, and that's all I requested, was something heavy. But
nice.
Yes.
And you got nails in there to hang your tools on, and rulers, measuring tape.
Yep, and my scissors go there.
How old is that measuring tape?
That's my mom's measuring tape.
Oh, okay.
A bazillion years old.
Okay. And then...
On this side, I have all my pencils and my... everything I need to trace a pattern or mark a pattern, and then my interfacings are over here. And on the other side I have bins, but are full of like lining fabrics and stripes.
Okay, and what do we got on the table?
On the table is this nice cutting mat that my daughter gifted to me.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Yes, she's just a lovely child. And I have a pattern, a shirt pattern that I did a muslin for, which is over there. This is a pattern I'm working on, which is a Sewaholic pattern I'm making.
Okay. Yes.
And pretty much, that's other patterns that
we were discussing this morning.
Yes, that I've cut out.
And my new favorite chair. I'm gonna steal it at some point.
Which is like older than the hills.
I love it. It's orange.
Actually, that came from Uncle Mike.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway, so that's my chair.
Okay, and then what's on your shelves here?
Over here are, well, basic office supply stuff, but this is my, some of my sewing books and swatches and paperwork. Okay,
and then this is your...
This whole, all this white furniture here was a gift from my neighbor who was moving to Florida, and her space in Florida was not going to accommodate her sewing table. So she gifted it to me, which I'm forever grateful for that. But all of this folds up. It's it's a koala cabinet. So, but it has drawers over here. It has a set-in telescoping table that will go up and down and for your sewing machine.
Oh, look at those super cool pins.
My daughter bought me these pins.
Did she?
Yes, she did. And she also made this handy dandy, which holds all my clips, which I can't connect it to the other part because it makes it flop right over. but this holds my
Well,
scissors.
I'm not perfect.
I think
It
you
was
are.
my first try,
I think you are.
and that's why I don't do home deck.
Okay, so this is my
Um,
my sewing machine. Behind it
Mm-hmm.
is my mom's sewing machine, which is working now, and it's a workhorse.
Okay.
Over this way, this happens to be my mom's ironing board and her sleeves.
Don't worry, guys. I'm set to inherit all of this.
So, and then over
Will be
here
mine.
is my mom's serger, which is working well now,
Mm-hmm.
and I love it,
Okay.
and I hope it doesn't break.
I remember when Granny bought that.
It was a long time. It was actually, let's see,
It was in the
92.
90s, yeah.
She has the date on here, and she has her name on there.
Of course.
Okay. All right.
And
Oh, I'm sorry.
wait, what else? Did Grandpa make this?
Oh, yes. Yes.
So I have a table that he made, and he also made this spinning thread holder spool thing.
Yes.
Didn't she have another one?
Yes, which one of your aunts got. And this is my lovely
Wall of children.
wall of children, daughter,
Yes.
grandchildren, a wonderful painting drawing that my daughter did,
I'm incredibly skilled.
and my son and my daughter over there. But yes, and my lovely, can you see that? It's a skull.
Mom's got a thing for skulls. I mean, to each his own,
That's right.
right?
Okay.
Okay.
So, and
Oh, what's in this basket?
this basket has various kinds of tracing paper. This is medical paper, which you.
Oh, who
turned me
told you
on
about
to.
that?
You turned me on
Yeah,
to
that's
that.
me.
This was
Very influential.
yes, you are. This was craft paper. I thought I'd try, but that's too thick and it's hard to see through. This one, Lindsay from Inside the Hem suggested this, and this is a little bit more. It seems to be a little bit thicker, and it's wider. And so I thought that might be useful, so I thought I'd try that. So
Okay.
I have a roll of that.
So you're listening to Lindsay now.
I
okay,
listen to
no,
lots
it's
of
fine.
people.
And then you have your scraps in this heap here.
But yeah, that's for my practice.
Mom sews a lot more than I have been.
This is for practice for serging, you know, when I need to see if, you know, my stitches are right for a
Right.
certain
Just because
thickness.
Mom's smarter than I am.
No, well, about some things, yeah. But, yeah. Well,
And this is the wall of fabric.
this
We
is,
spent all morning touching it and dreaming.
This is basically down here what I had
Let me get around that.
for Nicole,
Encourage gently.
yeah. And then all this happened just before the end of the year.
Mom, you are out of control.
And I had to be sneaky about this so that the husband didn't see all this come in, and I think he doesn't know what's new and what's not. So, but
Okay.
it has stopped. I
Sure.
can't, except for
Uh-huh.
when we go shopping.
Right.
And then over here I just have crochet books and books on handbags and that are really old. Things about polar fleece. And all of this stores bias tape, snaps, trims, ribbons, elastics, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't want to go any farther because
Oh, we're going there. What are these bins?
these bins are scraps of fabric I've had forever and ever. I am using them for muslin
Mm-hmm.
making. Some of them store, I have batting for when I was making quilts, which I don't do too much anymore. Some of them have wool that my neighbor next door who gave me the table also gave me because she didn't need wool down in Florida,
Mm-hmm.
which is awesome. Some of it's Nicole's grandmother's wool. that I got when we were cleaning out her
I'll end up with it eventually.
eventually.
And then, I don't know if you saw in the seamstress tag video, but she was yanking patterns out from the back of the couch too, which is why we're over here. So there's no hiding anything.
This is just other scrap bins.
Oh, just other scrap bins. So
Yeah,
what do you got,
so-
like 20 of them?
Well, this I made the capelet or capelet for my niece, and this was for Heath's jammies, and that's, you saw that fabric, and then this was for Rocky's. You know, just stuff I can't put back on the shelf because it's not quite big
What's
enough.
what's under there?
What's under where?
Under the bench.
Oh. Well, would you believe that there is a bin of corn
I would actually.
or corn bags?
Nice. That's awesome. Those corn bags are amazing.
Yes, I have crochet that I've completed are in here that I don't know what to do with. I like them, but I don't, you know, it's not necessarily what I want to hang up. And then
Don't
just-
ding up my table.
This is the table that my dad built.
Soon to be my table.
But just scraps of things that I need to go through and again and either keep or get rid of. Pretty much, basically, that's it. And my embroidery, which is hiding my embroidery attachment for my sewing machine.
Okay.
Basically, that's it. That is it.
So I'm gonna go
But that's
and
only
show a big wide version. Go ahead.
that's only half the basement.
Yeah.
I only have half of this. The other half is for storage. You don't need to see that. But
What she could tell, what she's not telling you is that if she said, "I want the whole basement," her husband would just say, "Okay," and make
Yes.
it happen.
That's because he has the whole garage,
And he loves you.
and he loves me.
Okay. All right, hang on. I'm gonna show the whole thing. You stay right there. Okay, so let's just look over this whole thing. Cutting table, sewing area, fabric, mom hiding back behind the dress form. Yeah. Look at and she even has her own sitting area for thinking and pondering fabric and entertaining guests in her sewing room
Yes, I'm watching TV.
and watching TV. Oh my
I
God.
also have a treadmill where I can, you know.
You told me we weren't allowed to look at the rest of the basement.
You're not gonna.
Okay. Yeah. And then the fern is on the other side. The monster fern. I'm pretty sure it comes alive. I don't know. Okay. So that's it. Everyone will love it. Say goodbye.
Bye.